So this video will be on exchange rates. So first we'll go over the two main types of exchange rates. So there is nominal exchange rates and real exchange rates. So nominal exchange rates are the rate at which one currency can be directly exchanged for another. So that's like the rate that one Canadian dollar can be directly exchanged to however many US dollars or cents, most likely. The next rate is the real exchange rate. So this rate defines the purchasing power of one currency relative to another currency. So this rate is adjusted for price levels inflation, and how to calculate this rate is at the bottom. So real exchange rate is the nominal exchange rate times the domestic price level divided by the foreign price level. So this is a graph of the exchange rate between the Canadian dollar to the US dollar over the past 10 years. So at the lowest points is when the Canadian dollar was only close to 69 cents to American. And at the peaks, this was when the Canadian dollar was almost close to 83 cents American. And we can see that it fluctuates quite a bit over the past 10 years. So there are lots of things that can affect the exchange rate between countries, and these are mostly the common ones between Canada and the United States, but there are tons of others and they differ between countries. So one of the first ones is oil prices. So Canada exports a lot of oil. So when the oil price goes up, this typically tends to increase the Canadian dollar as well. Differences in interest rates also have a large effect. So the US tends to have higher interest rates, which attracts more capital and investment, which makes the demand for the US dollar increase compared to the Canadian dollar. Overall economy performance also has an impact. So the US tends to have a stronger economy than Canada, which can lead to a decrease in the Canadian dollar and an increase in the US dollar. And tariffs and trade agreements. So trade agreements can impact the currency flow between the two countries, which also leads to a difference in the exchange rates and currency value.